anxiety, fear, nervousness, phobia are the words we overhear. Most people feel fearful when it is their first day of school, going to a new job interview, or giving a speech. But this feeling shoots up like anything when children are going to appear in their exams. To some extent, there is nothing to worry about, but when it keeps on lingering for long, it needs to be curtailed and cured. Fear of any kind is quite an unpleasant experience of life and thus should never be promoted. It shows either you lack confidence or intellect, and these two are essential human qualities which certainly make you a reasonable person. Thus we can say that fear is your worst enemy, as it makes you lose your reasoning and logical capabilities when you need them the most. But here, when we are talking this fear and anxiety in context of children, we can say anxiety to some extent helps the brain to function well, and children are able to memorize whatever they learn and study. But when it crosses the limit, it has negative impact on the children. As a result, they cannot perform well, and thus it is seen that many students want to run away from examination. They show the instant reaction and consider not to appear for exam as a better option than failing in it. Or most of the time they are found saying, "Oh, I have a severe stomachache, I feel like vomiting," or "There is just a blackout, I can't see anything." It may also be like, "I just can't write, my hands are trembling." These things are very common for students to face such problems before or during examination phobia. And this is what we call examination phobia. We need to find out what is it actually. Anxiety is not a mental disorder. It is just a normal human feeling, but the things start becoming worse simply because children start over-worrying about their studies and examination. They keep on thinking all the time about how to perform better and get good marks. They even start evaluating their exams before their performance. Means before they write in their exams, they start evaluating it and thus end up in mess, a total mess. However, there is need to understand and know one thing, that education is mandatory and there is no way to escape. Therefore, we need to find out ways to overcome exam phobia and perform better in exams. Now let us see what can be done and how can we overcome this phobia and perform better in exams. So let's get going. Now here we are going to discuss only two things, and they are what and how. Means what are the reasons of examination phobia and fear, and the other thing is how can we overcome it. The very first condition is regularity. Means you are supposed to attend your classes regularly, finish your assignments on time, make notes properly, and always be an active and alert student of the class, so that you get any information instantly whichever is shared by your teachers or administration. By chance, if you miss a class someday, you can make a call to your friend and can inquire about it. Make sure that it is not the same old pattern which will be repeated this year also. Question paper pattern is also totally changed now, which I will discuss with you in some other videos and let you know how can you find out the best answer out of the given options. Here I mean to say that especially 10th and 12th graders, those who are going to appear in board exams, need to be highly attentive and alert to all the rules and informations being shared by the board to their teachers and the administration. As such, there is nothing to bother about. But the only condition is that the students need to be regular and alert enough to catch any information regarding their syllabus or examination pattern. The problem occurs when you don't attend your classes and lectures regularly. So make it a point that you are regular and very particular about your classes and lectures. Another important point is that we all should know that each and every individual has different capabilities. Somebody may get it in 10 days, somebody in 15 days, or maybe somebody gets more than 15 days also. It is just a question of learning honestly. If you know that you are learning honestly, you need not to bother about it. How can you forget the age-old saying, slow and steady wins the race? So keep on doing it without break and you will certainly win the race. It may take little more time comparatively, but all's well when ends well also must not be forgotten. Another very important point. Don't try any new reference book or new study material at the very last moment. It will create a lot of confusion. So just trust your study material, whatever you have prepared throughout the session. Trust yourself and your study material to remain calm and mentally stable. This point, or you may say suggestion, is ultimately important, and that is you should start your preparation ahead of time. And for this you need to prepare your timetable and follow it. Most of the students keep on thinking that they will do it tomorrow, but we all know that tomorrow never comes. And what happens then? Your entire syllabus gets piled up. And then you think of burning the midnight oil. But the sad part is that at the last moment, it also doesn't work. You work haphazardly and get panic. Therefore, you are suggested to prepare a timetable and follow it from the very beginning. Avoid any negativity to overpower you. Means the negative feelings like ego, pride, self-criticism should be totally ignored and avoided. Remember that praise should not go to your head and criticism should not be taken to your heart. If you are preparing well, keeping all the points in mind, you will certainly get success. Another important point to remember is when your examinations start approaching, you sit for long hours continuously. You don't eat well and you don't sleep well even, which results in mental and physical stress, and you feel saturated. Therefore, it is important to take breaks while studying and relax yourself a bit. Do some activities like exercise, meditation, and even listening music can be very helpful to eliminate all negative feelings and keep you focused. Now, when the big day of examination approaches, what should you do? Many students feel dizziness, sweating, palpitation, means totally nervous when they enter the examination room. If it happens with some of you, what should you do? Sit straight on your chair, close your eyes for a while, drink little water sip by sip, and take deep breathing and say to yourself, it's all okay, I'm fine, yes I can do it. It will certainly help you to feel you relaxed and regaining your confidence. Now that particular time comes when you get the question paper before your eyes and you see that there are a few questions which you cannot do at all. Don't get panic. Try to find out the questions which you know well, because if you panic, you will feel nervous, lose concentration and your decision making power also, and there are chances that you will not be able to write the correct answers for those questions which you might be knowing very well. When you focus on the questions which you know very well, it will help in raising your confidence level and may be possible that you write some logical answer for the questions which you think you don't know at all. Another essential point is, remember, you need not to stuck to one question for longer duration. If you have learnt the fundamentals clearly, you will not waste your time in thinking and writing your answer word by word. Hence, it is important while you are preparing to clear the concept before you memorize some answer word by word. Also, you are supposed to write in legible handwriting. Means your presentation should be very neat and clean and presented in such a way that one should feel like reading it. All points mentioned here are quite essential to be followed properly. And I am sure if you follow all these points properly and honestly, you will find a positive change in your attitude towards examination. And it will certainly bring you fruitful results. That's all about my suggestions and tips to beat examination phobia and fear and come off with flying colors. Please like, share and subscribe this video to your friends and relatives who are sailing in the same boat. Means those who are also going to appear in some exams. Because sharing is caring. See you soon in the next. All the best.